And I'm live. I'm gonna wait until people come. Hi. Guys, I absolutely hate I hate going on live. It makes me so nervous because I never know what to talk about. So bear with me because I have absolutely nothing to say. I just figured I haven't done this in a while. So if anybody had any random questions, I'd answer them or whatever. Yeah, hello. I'm in my room. Welcome. I don't know if I've ever been on live in here before, but this is my room. It's nothing special, nothing to write home about, so there's really not much to say. Those are clothes that I need to put up. Let's ignore that. Those are posters. Super original, I know. And that's my dresser. Super interesting stuff. Can I come on here and freestyle? Hi, Max Trina. Can I come on here and freestyle? I don't know, man. I get really scared to guest people because the last time I did the whole guesting thing, you know how people will do like these takeovers, like they'll go on other people's lives and like, you know, they'll get the person to guest them and then they'll say like crazy stuff and it scares me. So I am therefore scared to guest people. Yeah, ask questions or whatever so I can be semi-entertaining. Do you remember your time on Free Reign? Yeah, of course. I look back, calling me. And it wasn't so long ago, you know, that was only 2 years ago. So I remember all of it very fondly, and yeah, I was very, very lucky to do that show. And it'll always have a very special place in my heart. How's filming going? It's going good. What's your favorite goal? Filming's going really well. Obviously we're following COVID protocols and everything like that. I've gotten a lot of questions about that, and of course, you know, people being concerned about the safety of actually going back and filming. But we're taking tests 3 times a week. The whole crew and cast is required to do that, and we have to wear masks and face shields around each other and all sorts of things to protect us and to make sure that we're staying safe. So, of course, those things are different, and we just have to kind of get used to what is the new protocol, but it's good that we're able to go back to work, and I'm very grateful for that because 7 months off was really, really strange. Somebody asked me what my favorite Cole was, and I think that means my favorite like J. Cole songs / albums. My favorite album is Born Sinner. My favorite song is probably Let Nas Down, or I love Neighbors, and I love, what else? I love Land of Snakes, and Love Yours, and Brackets. Okay, that's enough of that. What kind of music do you listen to? I listen to all sorts of music. I really don't not listen to any specific genre. I don't really listen to country music, and then I don't really listen to a lot of pop music, but otherwise I listen to pretty much everything. Should I give you guys my Apple Music? My Apple Music is, I think, Navia, and then you can look at my playlist, and so you can see for yourself what kind of stuff I listen to, if you're that curious. Question outside of your... What's your favorite book? Hi, Natasha. I love your Instagram so much, by the way. It brings me so much joy. My favorite book, okay, I read A Scarlet Letter, I think, in like 8th grade, and The Scarlet Letter, and I don't know why, but I love that book so much. I find it very fascinating, and it's also a bit sad, but it's kind of interesting seeing how such a book that's based on a time so long ago can still relate to the kind of the society that we live in today. Anyway, I love that book, and then I used to love the series Michael Vey, which is like a sci-fi series. I used to be obsessed with it, and I still love it very much. It's like a 7-book series, and I was just in love with it. Do you listen to podcasts? Yes, I do listen to some podcasts. I love them a lot. I actually listen to them when I like take a shower or stuff like that. When I have other tasks to do, but I kind of want to have some like background noise. But I would love recommendations if you have any. I'm so bad. I have really bad eyesight, and I had glasses when I was younger. Sorry, I'm gonna go off on a random rant about my eyesight. I had glasses when I was younger, and I just never wore them. I was really, really irresponsible when it came to wearing them, and so my eyesight has therefore suffered. And I need to get a new prescription. Can you answer the Insta questions? Yeah, how do I do that? Oh, right here? It's pretty obvious. Okay. Alright, there we go. No, I do not play Among Us because I just haven't yet. But I'm assuming I should. Everybody's like saying it's the best thing ever, so I should do that. Okay, how do I get rid of this? Ah! This is why I don't go on live, because I literally don't know how to do it. Okay, hold on. How tall are you? I'm 5'3". I'm hoping to get taller in the future, but my time's running out as far as how many years I'll be able to grow. But here's to hoping I'll get a bit taller. Let's see. When is season 4 coming out of Raven's Home? I am pretty sure that the season 4 premiere was like a couple days ago. And I'm assuming new episodes will be coming out every week. I should know this. But season 4 premiered a couple of days ago. What does what does your name mean? / what's your middle name? My middle name is Zeraili, so my full name is Navia Zeraili Robinson. And Navia is a Hebrew name, and if I'm correct, it means gift from God, I think. One of my names means that, Navia Zeraili, and I don't remember which one, but my parents specifically made sure my name had like a deep meaning, but I kind of have forgotten what it is. Next live I can answer that accurately. Where do you want to go when you grow up? Oh, I want to go so many places, and I've been lucky enough to do a good bit of traveling, but not much, and I'd love to see more of Europe, Rome specifically, all sorts of places. I'd go anywhere. When did I start acting? I started acting when I was like 6. That's when I did my first commercial, I believe, but before that I'd gone to a performing arts school for about a year. Favorite superhero? I love Scarlet Witch. I love Black Panther. I love the whole MCU, I really do. My brothers and I love it so much. Favorite color? My favorite color as of right now is forest green, also burgundy. Basically Christmas colors. What's my favorite TV show? Ooh, Mad Men. I love Mad Men. I need TV show recommendations. I tend to gravitate towards watching like movies as opposed to TV shows, but I need good recommendations because I'm always looking for something to watch. I also love Gossip Girl. I've watched it like 3 times. I really like it. Favorite food? I love pizza and pasta, specifically ravioli, as well as burritos. Yeah, that's those are my favorite foods. Where am I from? I was born in South Carolina, but I am from Georgia, and I still technically live there. I'm in LA a great deal of the time because I film here. Favorite actor? Okay, I have so many favorite actors. Whew, that's a hard question to answer. I love Sarah Paulson. I love Lupita Nyong'o. I love her so much. Man, this is difficult. I can't even begin to list all my favorite actors, so I'm just going to keep it at those 2. That question is very overwhelming for me for some reason. Favorite sport? I love basketball. Somebody said I'm 15. That is true. Can I speak Spanish? No. I take a Spanish class as a part of my schoolwork, but I can't actually speak it, but I'm learning it, and I got a lot of work to do to get better. What's your favorite horror movie? I don't really have one because I don't really watch horror movies that frequently because I'm scared, and I tend to only watch horror movies with other people. So that's the only event in which I'd watch one. So I haven't watched many. You guys see the way I have to squint to try to read these comments? Can you make a YouTube channel? I just can't imagine what I'd ever do on a YouTube channel. I don't think I really would serve a purpose. I wouldn't have much to make videos about. I think I'd be pretty boring. Do I have TikTok? No, I don't have TikTok. Oh, I've been meaning to say this. If you see an account that says it's me, it's not, because I don't have the app. I haven't downloaded it, and I don't see myself getting one. So if you see a video or something that says it's me, it's not. So if anybody says anything out of pocket and they say I'm saying it, it's not me. You look so young on famous birthdays. It's so funny you say that because I was on FaceTime with my best friend, whose name is Leia, Miss Leia DeLeon Hayes, last night, and we somehow started talking about famous birthdays and our profiles on there, and we looked at our famous birthdays account, and that photo of me is from like 7 years ago. I gotta change it. I don't even know how to go about that, but yeah, I do look very young on famous birthdays. A lot of my stuff online is pretty outdated. I gotta figure that out. Do I listen to Led Zeppelin? Yes, I do. It's probably one of my favorite bands of all time. My favorite songs from Led Zeppelin are Since I've Been Loving You, Tangerine, What It Is and What It'll Never Be, Baby I'm Leaving You, Candy Shop, Dazed and Confused, and so many more. You're blushing? Guys, I am blushing. I get so nervous to do this. That's why my cheeks are so red. Something about like being live makes me nervous. Yeah, I look like a tomato. Are you happy to be filming again? Absolutely. I'm so happy to be filming again. I missed it a lot. I was extraordinarily grateful that I was able to use those months off because of COVID as a time to use and spend with family. But ultimately I started missing filming a lot, so I'm really, really glad to be back. r/were you a One Direction fan? To be honest, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was younger, I'm still young, but when I was younger and One Direction was really like at its peak, I never listened to them. I think I was probably a little too young for it at the time. I don't know. All I know is I never really listened to One Direction. However, I'm a huge fan of Harry Styles, and I absolutely love his music. But if I should be getting into any other like One Direction members' music, let me know, and maybe I will. Do you support? Oh my God, yeah. Speaking of the LGBTQ community, Q+ community, happy Spirit Day, everyone. I'm your biggest fan, says my brother. I find that hard to believe, Gianni. Love you. FaceTime me after this. You guys should follow my brother on Instagram. Just kidding. He'd probably hate if you did that. Why am I wearing... It's the Caillou. This is not Caillou on my shirt. This is Charlie Brown. But now that you say that, it's quite funny because it does look like Caillou. But it is, in fact, Charlie Brown. Sorry. What's my father's ethnicity? My dad is black. I'm black, obviously. And my mom's Italian and Chinese. Do you take the COVID test? Yes. I have to take 3 COVID tests a week. I said this a little bit ago, but of course people are curious. Since we're back filming, a lot of you guys have been sweet enough to ask about all the precautions, because naturally people are concerned and we shouldn't be doing anything unsafely. But we are. There are a lot of rules we've got to follow to stay safe. And yes, I am getting tested 3 times a week. Does it hurt? Some COVID tests hurt pretty bad. I'm not, obviously it's a bit uncomfortable. Others aren't as bad. Somebody said 3 times a week. Yeah, 3 times a week. It is really something. But it's worth it. Okay, let me go back on this question thing and see if I can figure out how to use it. Okay. Why did somebody ask what my credit is? Anyway. I'm pausing this. Okay, hold on. Y'all. How is school? School's fine, you know? School's school. And there you go. How do I, like, slide to another one? Is that possible? Guys, how do I do this? Let's see. Favorite sport to watch? I much prefer watching basketball over any other sport. I'll watch football. I can't really sit through golf. I love watching tennis, but I definitely watch basketball games more often. And I have a lot of family members too who play basketball, my cousins and things like that, and I'll go to their games a lot, and I really do enjoy watching it. I couldn't play very well, but I do enjoy watching it. You played in Vampire Diaries. Somebody said, is that a filter on your face or are you just blushing? No, I'm just really red right now. I'm blushing. Sorry. What, you played in Vampire Diaries? Yes, for like 2 episodes maybe. I actually never saw what I did, but I did do like an episode or something. And it was very cool, and I got to meet the cast, and they were all very, very kind and sweet. And it was a great experience. Do I listen to Janae? Of course I do. Do I do art? I'm not an artist in the, matter of like being able to paint and draw, but I try sometimes. I do enjoy it as a hobby, but I wouldn't consider myself that kind of artist. Could you give me some advice on acting? Oh man, I mean, there's so many things I could say. I feel like I'm not even entitled to give advice on acting because I'm very young and I've only been doing this for a short amount of time as compared to so many veterans and everything. But I would say as much fearlessness and confidence as you can have when acting, the better. I think because I started when I was so little, I was able to get into it super easily because I wasn't really fearful of scenes and I wasn't really scared of auditioning. I just kind of did it. And I think that's just kind of how it is when you're younger. You don't really have as much fear about things and you're not as self-conscious. And so just trying to maintain that mentality of not being super worried about what other people might think of you or your performance or whatever, and just doing it and committing to whatever scene you're in, whatever character you're playing, is the best advice I can give. And that's still something I constantly have to remind myself of, just to do everything without being worried about people's perceptions. But it's hard to remember to do that. I struggle with that all the time. Have I been to Chicago before? I have not, which is pretty ironic because Raven's Home is set in Chicago, but I have not been before. Oh my god, somebody asked if I listened to, I don't know how to pronounce this artist's name, but yes, I do listen to him. It's embarrassing. I listen to his music, but I can't pronounce his name. Hold on. Masego? Masego. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I do listen to him, and he's amazing. If you don't have TikTok, then you have Triller, or you don't have either. I don't have either. I used to have Triller, but I don't have it anymore, because I'm running out of storage on my phone. I didn't mean to click that question, but I talk to my cast members every day, because I see them every day. If you're talking about my Raven's-Home cast members. But I try to keep in contact with all my cast members that I've worked with. Guys, do you notice I talk super fast when I'm nervous? Do I know Will Smith? No, but I wish. Have I ever been to Disneyland? Yes. My first time going to Disneyland was actually as I was working for Disney, which was really cool. I'd never been able to go before that. So, yeah, the first time I went to Disney was in, like, 2018, I think. This was only 2 years ago, and I think I've been about 3 times since, and I love it. I think Disneyland is magical. I do. It's so fun. Why is it outlet? So, are you guys planning on sorry. What am I afraid of? A lot of things, unfortunately. But I won't get into it right now. How has quarantine affected your career? Oh, wow. It's affected everybody's careers, right? And everybody's jobs. And do I have an accent? Did you see how sidetracked I get that quickly? I couldn't even finish one answer. I don't think I have an accent, do I? I don't think so. Maybe. Technically I have an American accent since I'm American. Sorry, back to that other question. I think quarantine and COVID has affected everybody's careers and jobs, and it's been really strange, and obviously there are a lot of changes that have had to be made within this industry, the acting industry, and you just gotta adapt. It's been interesting. A lot of things have been done over Zoom, meetings, and even auditions I've done over Zoom, which has been a learning curve, but it's all part of the deal. I'm lucky to still be able to continue doing what I do in the midst of COVID. Do I like to rewatch myself on TV? No, I really, really, really hate watching myself, but I've learned that I kind of have to sometimes, because you gotta observe what you've done and try to improve and all that, but man, I really do hate watching myself speak or act. I find it very cringy. Am I homeschooled? Yeah, I do a homeschool program. Are you and Isaac Brown friends? Of course. He's my 5th brother. I've got 4 biological brothers, but he's my 5th non-biological brother. Do I have my license yet? I don't. I don't even have a permit yet. Hopefully I can try to get one soon. I'm scared of driving, guys. It makes me, I don't know, it just depends on where you are. Like, when I'm in, back home in Georgia, it doesn't make me as nervous, because people tend to be just more responsible drivers as compared to when I'm in a big city, like Los Angeles, and people are a little bit more rambunctious, and it's pretty intimidating. I always love the way you dress on Raven's-Home. Thank you. I mean, I can't take credit for that, because there's a wardrobe department who, you know, so talented in putting all those outfits together, but I get very excited to see what I'm going to be wearing each week, because they often dress me in really cool stuff. Am I wearing makeup? No, I'm not. I think a lot of people think my cheeks are either just like I've got a bunch of blush on my face, but no, I'm just very red. Sorry. What's your favorite superhero movie? I loved Doctor Strange. I love Benedict Cumberbatch and that character, and it was such a great movie and so heartbreaking at times, and I cried so many times when watching it. And I don't even think I was supposed to be that emotional when watching it. Like, something about that movie really, really struck a chord with me. Do you have bad days? Don't we all? Yeah, I mean, I think there's such a stigma around talking about that sort of stuff, but of course I do, and everybody does, and it's normal, and it doesn't make you good or bad, and it's just a part of the process. And I think those bad days and how you learn from them and how you use them helps define your character and helps define the person that you become. So I just try not to look at bad days as bad things. Just kind of let them happen because they're inevitable. What hand do I write with? Sorry. I'm right-handed. I've tried to write with my left hand before. It's not pretty. Unfortunately. I always wanted to be ambidextrous when I was younger because my brother is, one of my older brothers is, and so I thought it would be very cool to be able to write with both hands, but I simply can't. So I'm only right-handed. You know what I find? How many piercings do you have? I have one cartilage piercing and then just 2 ear piercings, but I don't have earrings in right now. I want to get others in my ear. I'll get some eventually in my ear. Also, what was I about to say? Oh, you know what weirds me out about going on live? Anybody who follows me will get a notification that I'm on live, and something about that, like, I just hate the fact that I'm, like, interrupting somebody's notification center to say that I'm on live. Like, a lot of people who follow me don't really care that I'm on live, which is okay, which is why I feel bad when they get a notification, because, you know, I don't know, I feel like I'm interrupting somebody in their like, notification center. I don't know. Do you do cheerleading? No, I was never a cheerleader. I don't think I even could have been. I mean, I'm a sophomore in high school, and when I was in public school, I don't think cheerleaders existed in elementary school, which is the only time in which I did physical school. No, I'm not a cheerleader. What would you prefer, dogs or cats? Dogs. I love dogs. I have one dog. She's a sweet little husky, and I miss her so much. How am I so confident? I'm really not that confident. I try to be, and I try to be as confident as I can. But like everybody, like a lot of people this age, I mean, it's a really weird time. I never thought that people would say, when people told me when I was younger than I am now, that being a teenager was like a weird time, I never believed them, but it's true. It is. And I struggle with confidence now more than I ever did, and it's just something that I'm trying to get better at. But I'm glad it looks like I'm confident, because I wouldn't say that I am super confident, but I'm working on it. What is your favorite Netflix show? Oh, good question. Now I'm trying to remember what shows are Netflix shows, like Netflix originals, and what are, other network shows. I really loved I'm Not Okay With This. I Am Not Okay With This. I really loved that show. End of the Blanking World. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I loved that show as well. Do I prefer books or movies more? It depends on the book, and it depends on the movie. But generally, I kind of prefer the movies, not gonna lie. I love films. But I always appreciate having the option of enjoying both. Why is that question still up there? Oh, that's how you get rid of... Wait, how do you get rid of that? There we go. I love that mole you have. Thanks. I used to hate it, but now it's just like I don't even think of it anymore. It's just a part of my face. How are you guys? You should tell me how you guys are. Why does my hair look like that? Sorry. Ooh. I look so red. What do I? It takes me so long to read these things. These awkward silences are just so uncomfortable, aren't they? Sorry. How are you so calm at this time? I'm not really calm at this time. There's a lot going on, and it's all about balance. I think being worried about the currents of the world is not a bad thing. It just means that you're being cognizant of the world around you, which is a good thing, and it's great to be aware. So I try not to avoid that feeling of nervousness about everything going on, because I think it makes you human. But I'm glad you think that I'm calm right now. In reality, I'm not. Chase, I'm reading your comment in my head because I don't know if I can read it out loud. I'm okay at best. Wow. Thanks, Chase. What are your posters? Oh, that's a good question. Hold on. Let me move out of the way, shall I? Okay, 1 second. Can you see my posters now? Can you see them? Hold on. Alright, there we go. That one up in the corner at the very top, that's a flower. Cool. That one, let me just walk over and show you. Come here. Come with me. How do I turn this camera around? Just see my carpet. Okay. That's a flower. That's Prince. That is a picture of New York with a nice little town car with Marilyn Monroe. That's Angela Davis. That's the band Queen. That is Eartha Kitt. That's Audrey Hepburn. These are a bunch of Prince of Broadway play advertisements. That's a moon. Yep. Super interesting, I know. Super original, me and my poster wall. Yeah. It's pretty much it, guys. I have a pretty boring room, so I'm not sure you really want to see a room tour. Also, I've got just, random stacks of clothing everywhere, and guys, why are my cheeks so red? Who cares? There's nothing special going on in here. We should just do show and tell one day. I'll just come on here and show you some some fun things. What else? Any other questions? Have you ever watched Gotham? Oh my god, yeah, I used to think that was the best show. And it's so great. It's really a great show. And I was what's the actress's name on there I forgot her name, but man, she was such a great actress. And Gotham was out when I was pretty young. Still am, but when I was younger than I am now. And I was so in awe of the young actress on there. I wanted to be her, and I forgot her name. What does your shirt say? It says, can you see it? Facebook mom angle. Can you see it? It says, hold on. I'm just one big freaking ray of sunshine, aren't I? Is what it says. It's a Charlie Brown thing, hence Charlie Brown being on my shirt. Why am I still holding the camera like this? Whole new hybrid. Oh, okay. So somebody said they're a bit anxious because of the whole new hybrid learning for my school, and I'm very stressed. I get it. I know that I'm lucky in that I've been doing homeschool for a while, and it's pretty interesting seeing a bunch of my friends who traditionally go to public school kind of doing the same thing that I'm so used to doing. And I know that it's very difficult. So I'm sending you love and sending you a little bit of hope. What's your name? I can't tell. Let's see. I can see your username, but I can't see your actual name. I'm sending you love and hope, and I hope you get through it. Trust me, you're not alone in anxiousness when it comes to schoolwork. Let's see. What else? I'm probably gonna go soon. I feel like there's a certain point in lives where I just don't think I have much more to talk about. I tend to answer the same questions, I'm sorry. So you've probably heard a lot of my answers before. What am I allergic to? Good question. Should I tell you guys what I'm allergic to? That seems like something I shouldn't tell people. I'm not allergic to any food. I'm allergic to certain medicines. And that's it. Yeah, I don't have any crazy allergies that I know of. Knock on wood. Please do more lives, you know? Maybe I will. I think the next time I'm with, like, a friend of mine, like, the next time I'm with Leia or something, I'll go on live. I see nobody here to help me, like, I don't know, make this a bit interesting is very strange. Imagine being allergic to pollen. I will say I certainly have, like, a pollen intolerance, but I'm not particularly allergic to it, so. Guys, aren't you bored? Like, sorry. I'm not really, very entertaining right now. How do you get rid of your stage fright? Oh my god, that's a good question. I do have a bit of stage fright despite doing, you know, the acting thing for so long, but I try to remember when going on set that we're all here for the same purpose, and that's to make a show, and that's to, yeah, make it as good as we possibly can, and that we're all kind of caught up with our own individual jobs on set, whether it's a cameraman to a director to another actor. We're all kind of focused on what our responsibility is, and nobody's really criticizing you as much as you think they are. So that's how I try to get over it, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really, all those fears don't really matter, you know? Guys, I'm terrible at advice. I'm trying. I'm trying to give some, like, good advice here, but to be honest, I'm still trying to figure out how to get rid of stage fright. So, does anybody have any advice for me? What's your favorite movie? Oh, I have so many, but I'm gonna say Kill Bill, Quentin Tarantino. I'm gonna say Girl Interrupted, and also A Bronx Tale. I love Inception, but then again, who doesn't? Inception's a great movie. Dazed and Confused. And so many more. As soon as I'm asked a question, I can't really think of all my favorite movies. Any other time, though. Is it hard to remember lines? No, I've been having to remember lines for some time, and you just kind of get used to it. So, no. But sometimes it is. It depends. When doing Raven's Home, we don't really have any, like, crazy long monologues or anything, so it's usually pretty easy to remember lines, but, for example, when I was doing, like, Free Reign or Being Mary Jane, when I would have much longer dialogue, it's a lot more difficult. What's my astrology sign? I'm a Taurus, and, I don't really know what that makes me. I've been told a Taurus is a very boring sign. That's what I've been told. I don't believe the people who've told me that, but every time I tell somebody I'm a Taurus, they're like, oh, okay. Just very uninterested. How is your Spanish? Not great, if I'm being honest. I've got to get a lot better. I don't know. I don't think I'm so bad when it comes to pronunciation, but just memorization. You'd think that I'd be able to memorize Spanish if I memorize lines so often, but I can't. And just gotta work on it. Do I have any brothers or sisters? I don't have any sisters, although I wish I did. But I do have 4 incredible brothers, and they're the best. What else? The Greatest Showman is mine. Guys, I haven't seen that movie. I know, I need to see it. I do. I'll watch it at some point. Hi Zoe, how are you? I miss you guys so much. Seriously. We need to see you guys when we're back in South Carolina. Have I ever seen That's Raven? Of course, it used to be my favorite Disney Channel show. And I'm not just saying that because it's like, it's predictable. I mean it. I love That's Raven. I mean, who doesn't? Do I have overprotective brothers? I don't know if I'd say they're overprotective, actually. I think they are, yeah, they're protective, but I think to a reasonable degree. I get that question a lot. Am I dating anyone? Guys, I'm 15. Like, I feel so young. I feel like I can't even answer that question. Anyway, somebody said they have to go to bed. Me too, kinda. It's early, but, like, I gotta do some schoolwork. I gotta take a shower. So, on that note, thank you for joining me. And do you use anything to edit your photos? I literally can't even say goodbye without getting distracted. No. I use Instagram sometimes. I'll edit my photos, like, on the Instagram thing. But, no. I don't use any specific software. Where did I get this shirt from? I got it from Depop. Anyway. Okay, I should go. Do I watch Avatar: The Last Airbender? Yes, I do. I love it so much. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. This was kind of comforting in a way. Even though I'm talking to quite literally nobody, I'm talking to myself in my room. This is very comforting, and being able to, like, communicate with all of you is very cool. So thanks for coming on live, and, yeah, maybe I'll do this again soon. I say that every time and then never do, but we'll see. Bye.